What's going on, guys? Nando here, back with one more video, and this is going to be just a quick little ramble. I'm in my car, and I was thinking about the fact that the Note 9 has just been announced, released, whatever you want to call it. It's not ready for purchase for the general public, but we have a release date, and obviously Samsung had its unpacked. So here's what I've been thinking, right? So looking at the specs of the Note 9, what we have here is a beast of a phone. There's no way of denying that. From water resistance to a massive battery, we have obviously the S Pen that provides all that productivity and fun on the side. We've got arguably the best screen in the game. We know Samsung does not play around when it comes to screens. What else do we have? We have a beautiful body design. I mean, I highly doubt that someone's going to complain about the way the phone looks. We've got the features like wireless charging, fast wireless charging, fast wired charging. We've got a massive internal storage, either 112 or 126 or whatever. And then we have 512. We've got the big processor, the Snapdragon 845. All right, guys, sorry about that. I got a ping. I'm actually doing a little bit of Uber on the side, so I wanted to get this video out while I was out and about. Anywho, so we were talking about storage, right? So the Note 9 provides all the storage options that we want. You have a smaller version in storage, and then you got the bigger version with the 512. Now, what's killer is that the base model, and I hate saying base model like it's cheap. It's obviously not. It's super expensive. It's what, a $999 starting off. But the base model is or comes with 6 gigs of RAM. If you jump up to the 512 storage, you're gonna go ahead and get 8 gigs of RAM. Think about that for a second. 8 gigs of RAM. Even 6 gigs is ridiculous, but 8 gigs of RAM in your pocket with that much storage. You know, you're going to be hard-pressed to find a device out there that's going to give you all of these specs. Truly looks like to me that Samsung was sitting there and going, you know what? We're going to throw the kitchen sink at it. We're going to throw every single thing at it, all the top specs, the top design, and then there's really nothing people can say about it. So in my opinion, what out there can compete? Now, we're waiting for the iPhone X, iPhone X Plus, all that good stuff. I just don't think it's going to compete. We already know that Apple's not going to bring out any kind of expandable storage. We already know that Apple's probably not going to bring out 8 gigs of RAM, even 6 gigs of RAM, but definitely not 8. So Apple, in my opinion, is not going to be competing with the Note series. So the only phone, in my opinion, that can possibly out there right now that can compete with it is going to be what I'm still rocking right now, the Huawei P20 Pro. I love this phone. It's got the fat, big battery, the long-lasting battery, the premium design, the great camera. It's got the specs. Obviously, it's going to be behind the Note in terms of RAM and in terms of current Snapdragon 845, but it's probably the only other competitor right now against the Note 9. The only thing that I'm waiting for to see from the Note 9 are pictures. We already know that Samsung is one of the top-rated phones for camera taking and for photography, videography, whatever. But so far, there's not a lot of examples of how good the photos on that phone is. If that phone comes close, even just a smidge close to what Google can provide with its Pixel phone, then it's a wrap. And then once the Pixel comes out, I mean, people are going to what? Spend a little bit more money for the Note, but have all those specs. Yeah, you got to deal with TouchWiz, but TouchWiz, in my opinion, has improved so much over the years that to me, it's a non-issue. I enjoy and appreciate TouchWiz because of what it brings to the table these days. Or you're going to go with like Google Pixel, which isn't really that cheap. You're still going to be spending $800, maybe a little more. You're going to deal with that notch situation. If you don't like it, then you got to deal with it. Yes, you're probably going to have the best camera in the game. So then you're going to be choosing, do I spend a little more for still stock Android and the best camera, hypothetically, in the game, or do I spend a little more than the Pixel and make sure that I have all the specs, all the features, the S Pen, a solid camera, all-day battery life, and so forth and so on. Let me know in the comment section below what you think of the Note 9. I know there's tons of videos out there right now doing rambles, doing these kind of talks about the Note 9. In my opinion, I think it is the phone to get if you like big phones, and most phones these days are big. But I will be pre-ordering it or buying it one way or the other, and then definitely doing videos on the phone for you guys. So let me know in the comment section below what you think. Will you get it? Will you not? What do you have? What will you be upgrading from? So forth and so on. I'll catch you guys in the next video. It's Nando. Peace, salutes, and adios. Don't forget to stay